and obviously click on plan hotspot. Once you've filled out all those details, that you'll see the box come up. It will either say, nice one, this location can use some coverage, and it's eligible to send a virtual mining assessment report. Now, a lot of you would see that the first time it comes up and go, okay, what do I do? Well, this is where the credits come in. Okay, so you can either save and send, but before you do that, you would have wanted to talk to the person that you're going to send it to. Because imagine yourself, all of a sudden this thing pops up on your phone or in your email, and you're like, especially in Australia at the moment, we are inundated with bogus texts and emails and all sorts. Anthony, great to have you aboard. Can you just mute yourself, please? Or Rach, can you just mute Anthony there? Thank you.
Okay, you can unmute again. Can you unmute yourself again?
There we go. Good one. Thank you. So basically, in this instance, when you plan your hotspot, you just want to click no, just plan the hotspot. Okay, very, very simple. And then you want to go to save. Okay, so you just got to click save. So you've put in all your details and you click save the hotspot. That way you'll have 2 green ticks, and literally I think everybody at the moment here, except for a few, will be at this point. And then you will have, as you can see, level up with mining assessments, sent 0, signed up 0, and credits 10. So you have 10 free credits with the light version of the software. Okay, so you can watch the training video if you wish to. That's quite a handy little thing. But in your to-do list, once you've obviously saved your reserved hotspot, now let's plan your hotspot, and you have done that, you can save and send to level up. Okay, so what you do is go to plan hotspot. So this is the next step. Now you're going to want to plan a hotspot for some one of your family or friends, and you want to go to plan hotspot, because they can't do it yet, they're not registered. Okay, so you want to enter the new address and fill out the details of the person that you are going to invite or send this assessment to. Okay, so you can choose a funky name. They can edit the name later if they don't like it, doesn't matter. So you can choose, fluffy little duck or whatever, like something like that, or flying fire dragon or anything you like, it doesn't matter. And then you would put your invite's name and email and phone number, and if all the details are correct, click agree. Okay, and then all is done, click plan the hotspot. Okay, so that's the last thing that you need to do. It will run an assessment. So basically it will give you green boxes, and if something is wrong or it can't validate your information, it will come up as a red box. So then you'll have to fix that before you can actually complete this process. Okay, so you fill out all the details, etc., etc. Click the agree, and then click plan hotspot. Please don't draw on the screen.
Who's drawing on the screen?
Yeah, I'm a bit annoyed with that. I think we're all adults here and we don't have to pull out that. So going back, sorry people. Okay, so click plan hotspot, and it will run the Hotspot Intelligence. Okay, once it's run the Hotspot Intelligence, it will either come up with nice one, this location can use some coverage, and is eligible to send the virtual mining assessment report of the address and the person, or to the address and the person that you are going to invite. Okay, this is not to you, this is not for your benefit, this is for your invitee's benefit. So if you have talked to your person, your new invitee, then go ahead and click save and send assessment. Okay, very, very simple. The next screen that comes up will be either send via SMS or send via email. You can choose. Now, I like the SMS version because literally everyone carries their phone on them. They don't carry around their laptop and they don't carry around their PC. So, you know, send it to their phone because it's instantaneous. Even though they've got 24 hours to claim that hotspot, it's in their hands, and it's very easy to do on the phone. And most people are pretty apt at using their phones these days. So now you've created the planned hotspot assessments. You can see how many are sent and you can see how many are signed in. So once you get 5 signups for your hosting commission will get increased after 90 days. Okay, we don't really have to worry about the 90 days just yet. So we want to level up, but like Rachel was saying before, we want to increase by 10% our host and 10% our income through commission. And so when you see like the one I created, Flying Little Dragon, it's just a example. And as you can see, I've created a lot of invites in my list on my right hand side. Okay, so I've just made up silly little names, but all those silly little names mean something to me because then I know who I'm going to send that invite to. Okay, now if you make a mistake with a hotspot and you at this stage and you haven't sent it, you can always delete it. Okay, and start again. Because you haven't sent it, you're not going to use up a credit. Okay, but this will show you where it is. And a lot of people probably are selecting group and they come down with a blank button. Well, that's another thing for another time, because when you get a lot of hotspots in one area, you don't want to have them alphabetically all over the place. You will create groups and you can assign colors and so forth, and it's really cool little setup in the back office. I like this idea already because I've got lots of little groups and it's very convenient to...
Which country is this?
Excuse me. Thank you. So here you can see all your planned hotspots that you're going to send out via the mining assessments. Okay, so it's quite easy. You would go down, you would click my hotspots, and then you would click on planned hotspots. And obviously I've at this point when I did this, I had 14. There's a lot more now because I want to build the network. So under your Helium track menu options here you will find your saved, your planned hotspots, your mining assessments, and your groups. And then also in here now you find back to map, because they want you to you know, obviously use the map as well. So clicking on planned hotspots will generate your list of hotspots and all of the ones that you have created. Now you can manage, if you haven't sent it, you can manage them, you can edit it, you can change the name, you can change the address, you can change the phone number, you can do all sorts in that regard before you send the report. Some will come up with a red bar stating that you cannot send, or it's not eligible to send a minor assessment, and it doesn't mean you can't create the hotspot. What it means is that it hasn't found any hotspots around that area to be able to generate a report, and therefore it's not able to send an assessment report. Okay, doesn't mean you can't create the hotspot. So all of these have been created, and at the time I hadn't sent all of these, but these are all sent now. So here you're able to send, manage, or anything. Now, I just want to show you one of what it would look like when you send a report. Now, this is a report that Rachel had actually sent prior, about 2 days ago or something, Rach, it was just mind-blowing, because now most places in Australia haven't got live units yet, close enough that the report can be populated with nearby hotspot monthly earnings or nearby hotspot monthly earnings in USD. So you've got HNT and USD, and then obviously the current price. So you can see the current price at the time that this hotspot was claimed, it was $15.98. And at the time in Hong Kong, where this was, on the first floor of a building, as we know, Hong Kong is full of skyscrapers and apartments. This hotspot was earning a monthly earning of around 51 to 85, or these hotspots around the area were mining between 51 and 85 hotspots per month, okay, per 30 days. So there was many hotspots around that it could derive data from to create an assessment. And the nearby hotspots monthly average earnings were between 825 and 1360 USD, that is US dollar. So that equates at that current price. Okay, that'll be more now because obviously the value of the coin has gone up. But this is what your invite will see. So if you're telling them prior you sending the invite through an assessment, you're going to just want to give them the heads up that they're going to see some information that will allow them to make a decision based on the fact that nearby hotspots are earning this in HNT and also this in USD. And do you want to be a part of it? The obvious answer to that is hell yeah. So they're going to claim the location, and you can see the time there. You've got 24 hours, the clock, and this claim was made within, within 30 seconds. So that's how fast this person made the decision to join the network, based on the fact that you know, the other hotspots in their area, of which that their hotspot now will bounce off of, and also make similar earnings. So that's pretty exciting. So they claim the location, and that reserves their hotspot directly. And then you will go through the whole process of going into the back office with them, because this is like sending your invite link, except you're sending a mining assessment. So I'm just